Welcome back, you guys. Budlinek here. This is day 2 of our Zero to Hero adventure on Minesaga. We're playing some serious Skyblock here, and our goal, again, is to get that rank. Okay, and to do that, we've decided we need some money. We need some starter income. And the best way to do that, I think, is going to be the cactus farm. And last time we left off, we needed some hoppers to suck up all the cactus from the chunk. And while I was gone, I was doing some mining, and I checked on the auction house, and they had 20 tier 2 hoppers for $3 million. So I buckled down, and I mined away until I had enough. And I bought 20 tier 2 hoppers. That's more tier 2 hoppers than we will hopefully ever need, because as soon as we start getting some tier 3 hoppers, all of these are going to go away. But this is great because this will be enough to start a whole bunch of cactus farms. And if we want, I don't know if it's fair or not, but I've actually got a bunch of accounts we can log in here. People on here call them alts. It's alternate accounts. And you can load those in, and they can keep a chunk loaded for you so you can be making passive income. So not only are we going to make the one cactus farm, we're going to make a bunch of cactus farms, and that will get us some good passive income coming in right off the bat. And the next challenge we're going to have is we've got to get down to the bottom, because I want to make these cactus farms from the bottom of the world all the way up to 256. So we need to do that without having fly, but there's some workarounds there. We could do it with a bucket of water, like normal Skyblock. We could dump a bucket of water off here, right, and swim down and place the blocks up and work our way down that way. Or the easier, and I would say better way, is to use /vote. When you type that in, and then you can click these links, and they'll take you to websites that you can vote for Minesaga, which you should do anyway, because every time you vote, you're going to get some of these crate keys. You'll get vote crates, which, as you can see, I've got one right here. And also, whenever you vote, you unlock 15 minutes of fly time, which for us, that's going to be a lifesaver right now, because that 15 minutes of fly is going to make getting down to the bottom really, really easy. The only issue is I don't know if I can vote right now, because it is a once a day thing, and I don't know if it's been 24 hours since I voted last. So I'm going to try to vote real quick, and if I can vote and I get that 15 minutes of fly, then we'll go ahead and do that. And if not, we'll use the bucket of water trick, and we'll probably do the water trick either way, just so everybody can see it and they know how it works. So I'm going to try to vote, and I'll be right back. Okay, I tried voting, and unfortunately it hasn't been 24 hours yet. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. But anyway, as you can see, I brought Budlinek in here, and I'm going to use him as kind of my eye in the sky, right? So we could get a bird's eye view of what's going on here. We'll probably use him later when we do the cactus farm also. But the first thing I want to do is press F3 and G. And if you're on the Minesaga server, you can run any client from 1.8.9 all the way up to the current version of Minecraft. For some things, 1.8.9 or 1.9 works a lot better. But for the chunk borders like this that I just turned on with F3 and G, you need to have at least, I believe it's 1.12.2. But what we want to do is find a good area to go down, because we want to fill a whole chunk with cactus. And what I'm thinking is that we're going to go down somewhere around here, and then we can go to that chunk right over there that's empty. Then we won't have to destroy this island right away, because that'll be a lot easier to do once we get fly. So right now, all I'm going to do is just dump this water off. Okay, and actually another, oof, come on, there we go. Another good tip, on Minesaga it doesn't matter, because if you fall off the edge or you fall to the bottom of the world, no big deal. You get to keep all your stuff. It doesn't matter. But in most Skyblocks, before you do this, oh boy, we don't need that. Before you do this, you want to empty yourself out. That way, if you do fall, then you don't lose anything. In this case, it doesn't really matter, but just out of habit, I guess I always do. And then it's this simple, guys. You just ride this waterfall down, and you find somewhere that you want to start from. You need to connect to this island. Whoops, we fell out. And it's okay if you fall out like that. Actually, let me turn off these chunk borders. There we go. It's okay if you fall out, as long as you just get back in right away. Okay, we want to get out to the edge, like this. I'm swimming up. We want to be on the outside of the edge of that, so we're getting some air. And then we're just going to start building this column all the way down to the bottom of the world. And once we get to the bottom, I mean, we are probably going to fall out of the world. And that's all right. That's not a big deal either. And there's actually another way of doing this. We could pour lava over the edge and then pour some water down next to it, and it would make some cobblestone all the way down too. That's another good way of doing it. I usually just do it this way though. I'm going to turn on F3 so I can see my Y, so I know how far I've got until I hit the bottom. Okay, I got plenty of room getting there. I just like to have a little heads up before I do fall. And we are getting close, so I'm probably going to fall out of the world here. These next couple. I got to be fast on this last one. Whoops. Because, actually, I want to have somewhere to fall down to. So let me go ahead and do this here. That will give me somewhere to fall down, but what I want to do is as I fall, I want to try to put one on the bottom of this, because most likely I'm going to fall as soon as I get lower. Oh, there we go. I didn't. Let me see. I think, is that one? Let's see. Looking at one. Awesome. We got it without falling out of the world. So this is the start. This is the start of our platform. And we have made it to the bottom of the world. So I'm going to build out this platform here, and I'm going to turn on my chunk borders again, like this. And, oh, would you look at that? We're right in the corner. I got to get rid of this water first. So I am going to go ahead and do home. And we just need to come up here and scoop this water back up. Let me grab my bucket. Did I go to the wrong side? There we go. Let's get rid of that water. That's going to be annoying. Going to get in the way. And, you know, we need some more chests and stuff. We need to go to the shop real quick. Go to the shop and we'll get some wood. Where at? Oh, there we go. Let's just go ahead and get a stack. We're going to need a bunch of wood eventually. Let's make a crafting table. We'll place that down. And we'll use that to make us another chest. There we go. And I think at first, I think I'm going to just do this all dirt and grass. If we had more money, I would probably just go ahead and place grass. But since money is an issue, I'm going to place mostly dirt. And the other good thing about this island is you can't get hurt on your own island. So I can actually just jump down here and not going to take any fall damage. So that's how we get back down for now. And we're just going to go ahead and start filling this out. And we're going to make a giant platform down here. And like I was saying, eventually I want this to be all grass, I think. And then we'll work from there. We'll make this island look pretty neat before we're done. But I'm going to build this out and get us a spot for our cactus farm. And as soon as I have that spot ready, then I'll be right back. You know, as I was filling this in, I thought this might be a great time to get an introduction to Schematica or Schematica. It's an amazing mod, amazing, and you're gonna love it once you learn how to use it. A lot of people are kind of scared they're afraid to learn a new mod, and it seems intimidating. But trust me, you guys, this is so good. You've got to use it. You got to at least try it. You're gonna love it for all of Minecraft, not just this server, but specifically for this server because they do allow printing, and it's gonna make our work so much easier on a lot of the really boring, tedious parts. So I'll have links in the description to what you need to install the mod. But if we look here at we want mod options. You need to install Schematica, and Schematica requires Lunatrius Core. I hope I'm saying that right. And you also need the Forge mod loader, okay? And that's all you need. Before we use Schematica on here, I found these are my settings anyway for the printer. I turn I forget what I had to change to get here, honestly. I think I had to change placement delay to 0 and placement distance to 2. And I've also found that Schematica in 1.12 is much better than in 1.9. I've tried both on here. 1.9 seems super laggy to me. 1.12 is amazing. Super great, works amazing. So what we need to do, I thought we would make a schematic for just a dirt ground, so I didn't have to place all these by hand. So to make a new schematic, on your number pad to the right, all you need to do is press the asterisk button, and it's going to bring this up. Okay, and what we want first is to mark the 2 corners of whatever we want to make a schematic of. So first I'm going to hit red point, and I want it to show, so I turn that on. Okay, and I'm going to move this. This moves it in the X, and this moves it in the Y, or the Z, I'm sorry, and this moves the Y. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put that red block right in the corner of where we want to start. Okay, and I hit escape to close that. Now I'm going to come all the way over to this corner. I'm going to hit the asterisk again. I'm going to turn on the blue point, and I'm going to move that Y down 1 spot. Okay, and I'm going to save this as, I guess, dirt floor. Sure. And we'll just save that. And guess what, guys? That was a schematic. We just made a schematic of this chunk, this little piece of dirt floor. But unfortunately, that doesn't do us any good yet. We need to load that schematic. So to load a schematic, you press the slash above your number pad, and you can see dirt floor. That's what we just made, okay? So we'll select it and click done, and look at that. It shows us some ghost blocks of that dirt floor schematic. And the way that we move that is we press the minus key by our number pad, and it'll bring up this GUI where we can move the schematic, okay? So I'm going to get up here in the corner, kind of where I want it to match up. I'm going to place that down right next to this. I'm going to press that minus and move it this direction. Okay, and then we'll move it away and down. And that's exactly where we want it. Now don't try to walk on there because those blocks aren't really there. They're ghost blocks. They're just to show you where it's going to be. Now we're going to turn the printer on. And as long as we have the material it requires to make that, the mod is going to place the blocks for us. So right now I'm not placing anything. I'm just walking along. And as I get close enough, it's going to place the blocks for me. Now you want to be careful on a floor like this because, you know, if the mod messes up or if something glitches out, you're going to fall through. So I'm going to go kind of slow. But you'll see in the cactus farm, when we don't have to worry about falling through the floor, you can go pretty fast with this. But anyway, that's a good little start into Schematica. And I'm just going to fill my inventory with dirt, and I'll probably make the entire floor here. I'll probably go ahead and fill all this out. And I'm going to hop into a high-speed time lapse, and I'll be right back when it's done. All right, that's not all of it. We didn't get the whole area, but we got a big enough area for sure. Right now it's a little bit laggy. I don't know if you saw on the time lapse, but I fell through quite a few times. I think it's because I'm uploading a video right now and my internet's kind of laggy. It may be the server's laggy, I don't know. But anyway, I'm done building the floor for now. If this is good until we get fly, then maybe I'll just wait until we get fly to do the rest because it is much easier. And then I bought some grass and I've just been going around punching holes in this and sprinkling some grass around to let it spread. But yeah, I'm going to take a break for a little bit, and when I come back, we'll get started on that cactus farm. All right, I'm back. Let's get this show on the road. First thing we want to do is find a full chunk that we can make a cactus farm in. We want to fill an entire chunk from the bottom all the way to the top. And I've still got my camera account here because once we get going, I'm going to record a time lapse, maybe like a eye in the sky type of deal. But anyway, so what we want to do is we want to turn our chunk borders on. And if you don't remember, that's F3 and G. And I've also turned the outside border of my island on. That way I know where my limits are. Like for instance, right here, we can't get a full chunk because I only have a 100 by 100 island. So this is the edge of my building area right here. So this chunk, while it's got nothing above it, and normally it would be good, it's not going to work because it goes off the edge of our island right now. So I think I'm going to go for this chunk. This chunk is the next best thing, I guess. It's an entire chunk that we can build in, and there's nothing in our way. We can go straight up to the top. So first thing I'm going to do is take some chests and put some chests down. And what these are for is, as I start building, the cactus are going to start popping off, and our hoppers are going to start sucking them the cactus up for us. And this way we won't have to keep buying them from the shop. This is going to collect them into this chest so that eventually we won't have to buy any and we can keep building without buying any cactus. Because if we look at the shop, that's going to be the most expensive part of this farm. We're going to have to buy some sand blocks, which they're fairly cheap at $10 a piece. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and buy 9 of those. The other thing we're going to need to build or buy is some string, and those are also $10 a piece, and I'm going to buy 9 stacks of those. And if we look at the cactus, those are 13 or 30 a piece to buy, so that's quite a bit more expensive, and we're going to start off buying 9 stacks of those. Okay, and the way these cactus farm work with these hoppers, we don't need to worry about the cactus falling into each other and getting destroyed like you would in vanilla Minecraft. On these, as soon as the cactus pops off, this hopper is going to suck it up, so it can't get destroyed. So we can make these cactus farms extremely, extremely tight. So the way we do that is I'm going to skip a spot to leave room for this hopper, put my sand, skip a spot, sand, and we're going to keep this pattern up the whole way through the chunk like that. And then on the next row, we're going to alternate. So wherever there's a hole up there, we're going to put sand back here. And I'm only going to do 2 rows right now. And then I'll probably make a schematic and we'll test this out on a small scale. So we need some cactus. And we're going to put a cactus on top of each of these. And also, that's the other good thing on this. There's no damage on your island, right? So we can actually just stand on top of the cactus, which we normally can't really do. So that makes things a lot easier. And like I said, normally, actually I'll do 3 rows. I think 3 rows will work good because then I can reach everything from the middle. Oops. And this is like I said, this is the first time I've ever done one without fly. So we'll see how easy or hard it is. I guess we'll judge how much we're going to do. I mean, normally I go all the way up, but usually I have fly. So we'll see how it goes. If it's not horrible, then we'll go all the way up. Then the next step is going to be put string in between each of your cactus. And make sure you're hitting the cactus and not the sand. So we're going to put string, and on this one that's going to go right on top of our hopper. So we want to have string in between each of these cactus. Whoops, not on top. my goodness. There we go. There we go. And then we're ready for our next row. And our next, you know, I'm not going to put the next row in. I'm going to make a schematic of this. Ooh, but that hopper is going to be in our way for the schematic. So I'm going to have to break that out just for the sake of the schematic file. And once I make the schematic, then I'll put the hopper back in there. So I need a pick real quick. I can get rid of this dirt. Let's pop back down. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. And that broke our string, so let's replace the string. And we're ready to make a schematic. So, if you remember, the way we make a new schematic is we press the asterisk button and we turn this on so we can see our points, right? We're going to hit red point and we'll move it into place, which is right there where that string's at, or the string's above it actually, but that's the corner. And we want to come to this side and we're going to press asterisk again to bring that up, and we're going to see the blue point and move it into place, move it up one, and that's where we want that to be. And we're going to call this a, let's see, Cactus Start, I guess. Okay. And we will save that. Okay. So let's see how this goes. If we do row, I guess we could do it across or we could go up with it. I think we'll try going across with it. So we still see the red point and the blue point over there. The way you get rid of that is you press the asterisk and you turn that off. Okay. And now we're going to load that schematic that we just created. So we're going to press the slash button and we want Cactus Start and click done. And there we have it. Oops, didn't want to do that. There we have it. Now we need to move it into place. So we press the minus button on our number pad and we're going to move this into place. We need to go down and let's see, I think that's it. Somewhere around there. And that looks good. I think that lines up, right? Yeah. Okay. And now we need to turn on print and let's see how this goes. So we turn print on and we should be able to just walk along the edge here. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Is this? Yeah, I think that's all done. Fill that in. Okay, now that we're done with that, we press minus again and we scoot this thing over. Whoops, wrong direction. We need to scoot it over this way 2 spots. And we'll do it again. And we'll just keep doing this over and over until we fill this whole bottom section. Now that I have the entire chunk filled with one solid layer, I'm going to go ahead and make a new schematic file. So I'm going to press the asterisk button again, and I'm going to turn this on. And my blue point's already right there. So I'm just going to go ahead and move this over into place, move it down right there. And let's come over to this side, all the way in the other corner. And we're going to move it up to the top here, the red point. We're going to hit red point to move it over here. We'll move it up one, and whoops, we need to go right there. Now, oops, we should have saved that. Let's name this Cactus Layer. So this is an entire layer now. So now, instead of loading that 3-row piece, we're going to load the entire layer and we'll just move it up and rotate it each time. So let's hit the slash and we will find Cactus Layer right here and hit done. And we're going to move it into place. So we'll move it up 2 and we got to move it back there. And then we need to rotate it, which right there works. All right, let's give it a look and make sure it's good before we start building. Yeah, it looks good to me. So now that this is in place, I'm just going to keep moving this up, rotating it, printing it out, moving it up, rotating, printing it out until we either reach the top or run out of money or see what happens. But, oh yeah, and I also need to put this hopper back in place there, and we need to put this string back in place here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to making this, and we're going to go to the super fast time-lapse video. Okay, you guys, I'm back, and we got quite a bit done already. And printing it out without fly isn't that bad, really. You just need to get the swing of things going. I'll show you how I've been doing it. So I've got my my whole layer schematic, and as soon as I'm done with the layer, I go ahead and I turn the printer off. I move it up 2 on the Y, rotate it, so now it's staggered again, right? And then I just turn printer back on. And jump up on top. And because it's been laggy for me, I crouch while I walk. That way I'm sure I don't fall. But if I had my regular internet, if I wasn't uploading another video, I would probably just run along and it could probably keep up just fine. But this is what I'm doing one layer at a time, just doing this. And what I've been coming on also is every now and then there'll be a problem where it misses a piece of string on the previous layer. Let's see if it does it here. If it doesn't do it, then I'll go ahead and break a piece of string and show you guys what's been happening and what I've been doing to fix it. So I'm going to hurry up and finish this row. I guess this is real time, so you can see how long each row is taking. Okay, this row didn't have any missing string, but let me show you really quick what's been happening. I'll go ahead and pretend that string was missing. This has been happening a lot, and when you have it on, you'll come across one like this that just won't print. And when that happens, all you want to do is hit the minus button, hide the schematic, and from up here, you can actually reach down in there. So I'll just crouch and reach down in and put a piece of string in there and do that. And then go ahead and show your schematic again. But you're going to come across some probably with the missing string, and that's the fix for it. But I thought we should probably hop down and see how things are going on our chest down there. We might need to put some more chest in. So let's jump down and let's get a view from the bottom. Oops. Yeah, we're getting a nice little cactus farm going. That's not bad. Now let's check our... Uh-oh. Look at that. We got a full chest already. We're getting overflow. Look at this over here. So yeah. Yeah, we're in the money, guys. This is good. This is really good. So that means we need to put some more chests in. And let me get rid of this here. Let's turn this off. So that means we need to put some more chests in, definitely. And that means we can start AFKing in here. When you AFK, you need to be inside the chunk to load it. So either you or an alternate account, needs to be inside this chunk for this cactus farm to work. And if you're inside and you have these hoppers sucking up all the cactuses, then you're going to be making money doing nothing, which is a great way to make money. So I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, let's show you how that cell wand works too that we got out of that crate the other day. If we take our cell wand, and this is why I was saying this would be handy once we get the cactus farm going. There's a couple ways you can sell things. Without the cell wand, we would have to bring out all the cactus like this, and then we would have to type either sell hand all, and what that would do is anything, whatever you're holding in your hand, it would sell all of it. Or if your inventory is full of it, then you can do just sell all, I think, like that, or maybe it's a space, sell all. But since we have the sell wand, it's definitely the best and easiest way to go. We just take the sell wand and we right click the chest. And it says we've sold 3,456 items for $45,000 pretty much. Now, I don't know how fast this thing's filling up. Right now it's going to seem super fast because it's emptying out the hopper. Okay, that's an empty hopper. So I don't know how fast these are coming in yet. But once we get it all the way to the top, these things are just going to have a constant flow. So, I mean, we're getting like one every couple seconds, which isn't bad if you're AFKing here. You have to come every now and then and sell everything. But that's it for the video today, guys. And while I'm off camera, I'm going to go ahead and finish printing this thing out. I'll probably go all the way to the top. I don't know if I will or not. But we'll get it a lot higher, definitely. And and I'll probably AFK in here while I'm gone. And next time we come back, we'll have some more money to maybe get started in the into buying some spawners. Just a side note, if you're going to play on any other server, make sure they allow Schematica. And definitely make sure they allow printing with Schematica, because on most servers, you'll get banned for it. And I hate to see anybody get banned for it. But that's going to do it for today. This has been Budley Neck. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you later, and you guys have fun.